The Sky Spy. Imagine your entire job is basically flying ridiculously high and looking at what's happening on the ground. That's the Lockheed U-2 Dragon Lady. This thing was built for high-altitude reconnaissance, and those giant wings make it look like somebody stretched an airplane sideways. It flies incredibly high, allowing it to gather intelligence from above areas where normal aircraft would have a much harder time operating. And somehow, this Cold War dinosaur is still flying today. The Flying Triangle. Imagine designing a bomber and deciding the entire airplane should basically be one giant wing. That's the B-2 Spirit. No normal tail, no normal-looking fuselage, just one enormous stealthy triangle. The weird shape isn't just for aesthetics. Its design helps reduce its radar signature, allowing it to penetrate heavily defended airspace. It looks like a spaceship. Unfortunately, for anyone underneath it, it's not going to space. The radar pancake. Imagine putting a giant flying dinner plate on top of an airplane. That's basically the E-2D Advanced Hawkeye. That enormous disc is a radar rotodome, and the aircraft is designed for airborne early warning, surveillance, and battle management. So, while everyone else is looking around going, "Wait, where is everybody?" this thing is already like, "Yeah, I see them." It's basically the military's flying security camera, the jet that goes down. Now imagine a fighter aircraft that doesn't always need a normal runway to land. That's the AV-8B Harrier II. Its engines use thrust vectoring nozzles, allowing the aircraft to perform vertical or short takeoffs and vertical landings. So instead of saying, "Where's the runway?" the Harrier can basically say, "I don't need one." That's an absolutely ridiculous ability for a jet. The airplane helicopter. Then there's the V-22 Osprey. This thing couldn't decide what it wanted to be. The engines are mounted on rotating nacelles at the wingtips. Point them upward, and it can operate like a helicopter. Rotate them forward, and it flies like a turboprop airplane. It's basically two aircraft arguing over which one gets to control the body. The flying warehouse. Need to move troops, vehicles, or a ridiculous amount of cargo? Bring out the C-17 Globemaster III. This thing is absolutely enormous, with a huge rear cargo ramp and enough space to carry some seriously heavy equipment. And despite looking like a flying building, it's designed to operate from both major airfields and suitable austere runways. It's basically a warehouse, with engines. The sideways gunship. Now take a C-13 OJ Super Hercules and turn it into the C-13 OJ Ghost Rider. This aircraft is built for special operations and provides armed overwatch, close air support, and other missions. Instead of looking like a normal transport aircraft, it's packed with specialized weapons, sensors, and mission equipment. So, somebody took a cargo plane and basically said, "You know what this needs? More problems." The angry helicopter. Meet the AH-64 Apache. This thing looks angry even when it's parked. It's an attack helicopter designed for battlefield missions, with tandem seating and a distinctive sensor assembly mounted above the main rotor. That sensor gives the Apache one of the most recognizable silhouettes in military aviation. It looks like it was specifically designed to ruin someone's afternoon. The two-rotor monster. And finally, the CH-47F Chinook. Most helicopters have one main rotor. The Chinook apparently looked at that design and said, "One isn't enough." So it has two large rotors, one at the front and one at the rear. It's a heavy-lift helicopter used to move troops, equipment, and cargo, including loads carried underneath the aircraft. From spy planes that fly ridiculously high to helicopters carrying enormous loads, military aviation has produced some genuinely insane-looking machines. And the funniest part? Every single one of these started with an engineer saying, "Okay, hear me out.